Hey everyone, it is Shannon Gomez, the creator of Rebel Deck, and it's been quite a while since I've been on YouTube because I was in the middle of a really big move. I moved, a family of 5, 3 small kids, and we moved in the middle of Arizona summer, which is no fucking joke. So I was pretty depleted for a while, and it took some time to unpack my desk, and I actually have an office now, which is really nice. So I'm super excited to be back, and I thought I would do a reading about inner freedom, independence, because if you're in the States, we have a holiday coming up, 4th of July, which is tomorrow. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do this reading around that. So think about the feelings of inner freedom, feelings of independence, and go ahead and focus on pile 1, 2, or 3. We're using Rebel Deck the game, which just came out earlier this year, and it has scenario cards and has answer cards, and you put them together for your reading. You can play it in a small group. You can give yourself more in-depth readings. I really like the scenario aspect to it because it just kind of adds another dimension. It makes kind of divination and readings a little bit more interactive. And true to Rebel Deck style, there are some that are insightful, there are some that will just call your ass out, and there are some that are funny. So, because it's all about being lighthearted, it's all about moving through our shit and not being so serious. Okay, so here's the deck, 112 cards, it's on Amazon and on the website too. All right, so focus 1, 2, or 3, and then I'll go ahead and link or I'll put the timestamp on the 2 and 3 if you don't want to go through it, or maybe you feel called to them all. Okay, so let's see. First one, the scenario card. Okay. I'm ready to start something new and scary. Blank will give me a push to get going. So with these scenarios, whenever I'm doing a reading for myself, I like to just wait and see what kind of pops in. So if you're listening to this, think about, be open to whatever pops into your head after you read this, because, oh, isn't this nice? I know this is a moving nail, but whatever, fuck it. We still got to do videos and shit. So you see this scenario and you kind of just give your mind just a second to kind of process it and let something pop in. So yeah, you're going to get the answers here, and that can, spur on something else. But what initially comes in here for you? So I'm ready to start something new and scary. Blank will give me a push to get going. So what for myself, if I'm doing this reading for myself, the first thing that pops in is silence. And I love to go hiking. I love to kind of be out in nature. And so that's just confirmation that for myself, I need to have more of that in order, because there is something that I'm thinking about doing that is new and scary and out of my wheelhouse. And so silence is what came through first. So kind of give yourself a moment for that. Okay. And then the card says saying no. So you are having a hard time setting boundaries. So you're getting ready to start something new and scary, and you're kind of allowing things to affect you that shouldn't be affecting you. And the best thing that you can do is say no. Now, that can be saying no to negative self-talk. That can be saying no to allowing other people to give their opinions. That could be saying no to a job that's draining you and not allowing you to kind of start a new project. So saying no is extremely powerful whenever you're about to start something new and scary. A lot of times people are like, well, you kind of have this say yes attitude. Yes, definitely. You want to say yes to the process of creation, but you also want to say no so that you kind of give yourself the freedom to create. So look and see where you need in your life to say no and to set a boundary. And the other one is hypnosis. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So if you're not into hypnosis or anything, I also take this card as a way of that there is a subliminal blockage. So there is something that's blocking you that you're not even really aware of. So if you go into YouTube and just kind of listen to maybe a self-hypnosis, or you listen to some meditation music, or maybe some subliminal messaging. So maybe you're not exposed to someone that can actually do hypnosis. But this card for me is more of a sign that there's something subliminal. So even if subconscious. So even if you are all gung-ho, but you have this like inner fear that you just can't put your finger on it, this card is saying, look at that and do something that is out of, just telling yourself, oh yes, I can do this, something that addresses the subconscious. And that's what I really like about these cards, because I just pulled these. I didn't look at them before. I don't look at these cards before I do these readings. And I just think it's cool. Like there's nothing necessarily funny about this, but it's more like, it's kind of shocking. Like you need to say no, but then you also need to work on your, some subliminal programming. And if you're not open to subliminal programming, kind of all the reason to at least be open to it, maybe saying no to like, oh, that's just not going to work for me. Like maybe just put that thought aside and work on something that addresses the subconscious. And, these two things can definitely help if you're ready to start something new and scary, and kind of, it will give you a push. So, sometimes it just feels so overwhelming to start something new and scary. So start by these two small steps. Okay. If you were attracted to pile number 2, when we think about our inner freedom and independence, let's see what this scenario is. People are getting on my nerves. Blank would keep me from going crazy. So other people are affecting your ability to feel kind of free. They're affecting your ability to, have that independent feeling. They're dragging you down. You feel responsible for others. You're feeling responsible for how others are feeling, and it's really getting on your fucking nerves. So take a second, ask yourself, people are getting on my fucking nerves. Blank would keep me from going crazy. Let your mind, let life, let whatever, put something in specifically for you before I flip over the answer cards. What is that? Okay, you have that? All right, now, herbal remedies. I love this. So whatever herbal remedies means for you to kind of calm your nerves. I'm an herbalist, so, of course, talk to your doctor, get all that stuff. But some herbal remedies that can generally help with calmness could be something as simple as some powdered magnesium, some lemon balm, as long as you don't have any allergies. Again, talk to your local doctor or local herbalist. Lemon balm can help. You can use essential oils, lavender, anything that is kind of in the herbal field is coming up to kind of help you calm yourself. So, herbs are a great way to support the body system and the nervous system, especially the nervous system. So when the nervous system gets overactive, then we are definitely more susceptible to people's bullshit. So be open to trying something different. Another thing that I really like are Bach flower remedies, BACH. And those are just like flower essences. And they really help whenever it comes to the nervous system and emotions, and when people just kind of really get on your fucking nerves. Like those are really, really nice. So you can go to your local herbal store. Maybe they have them there. Check them out. Okay, what else would keep you from going crazy? Oh, meditation or other spiritual shit. So this is a way, and you're going to hear my daughter, so I might have to pause it. Even though I have my office, it doesn't keep her from wanting to come in. So people are getting on your nerves. So remember to meditate, remember to breathe, or, other spiritual shit, other things that you like to do. Don't forget, if you like to burn candles, if you like to pray, if you like to journal, something that's in the realm of addressing your spirit, addressing your, your ability to kind of go within. Don't forget that. A lot of times, people get your nerves, we forget all of our tools. So this is a way to kind of bring to your attention, like there are a lot of things that you can do spiritually to address the earth bullshit of people getting on your nerves. Okay, so if you were attracted to the third one, Okay, so the last pile, if you were attracted to the last pile, and think about your inner freedom, independence, okay? A negative pattern keeps showing up from my past. Blank could be the first part to clearing it. Okay, let the idea drop in, something that might not be in these cards. What could be something that you could do to clear a negative pattern from your past? Okay, like for myself, a negative pattern keeps showing up from my past. Blank could be the first part to clearing it. And what I'm getting is just vocalizing, just talking about it could be the first step. Now, I know that seems like, yeah, duh, but not necessarily for me, because I might not want to vocalize it. I might not want to give it, sometimes it's like, am I giving it power if I'm vocalizing it, or am I releasing it? Sometimes I kind of get caught up in which to do. And so but if I hear it's time to vocalize it, then that really does mean something to me. So just give yourself a second to let something drop in to address this. Okay, and so the first answer card says, paying attention to my gut feelings. So your gut is probably telling you about this negative pattern and how to clear it, but you're not really paying attention to that. Maybe you're just like, I don't have time to deal with this past shit. I don't have time to deal with whatever. But your gut is like, hello, you really need to deal with this. And especially as we're talking about inner freedom and independence, there's something blocking you from taking that next step forward in freedom, in security. So, pay attention to what your gut is saying about this negative pattern that keeps showing up. Have the courage to look at that and know that once you actually look at it, it gives it so much more, it's so much more likely to go away. It's so much more likely to get processed and that blockage, to be removed from your life. Okay. Telling your ego to shut the hell up. So this negative pattern that keeps showing up, your ego is not really letting you, again, these kind of go together, not really letting you look at it. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, whatever. Oh, those people are full of shit. Oh, and this card is saying, you have to, that ego part that's telling you that, this pattern isn't there, or that's telling you, it's too scary. It's too, because the ego, of course, protects us, or, you really can't deal with that, or you're too fucked up, or you're too this, or you're too that. That, the ego, a lot of people think of it, the ego is like egotistical. Well, no, the ego is there to kind of, it thinks it's protecting us. So it tells us all this bullshit. And your ego, you have to like be aware of that and tell your ego, fuck you, ego, shut up. I'm not being chased by a tiger right now. I'm not being, even though your body might feel like it is, that's where really your ego is there to do, is to protect you from perceived danger. Well, you're strong enough to know that. You're evolved enough to know that this is what's going on. So you can silence your ego. You can say, hey, thanks, I get it. Shut the fuck up. I'm actually going to deal with this negative pattern that keeps showing up, because it keeps showing up. So, this is a sign to like be done with it, or at least take that first step in really addressing it to be done with it. So, oh, my little one, so hard whenever I'm not exactly in the same room. Well, I'm going to take this to close up. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for being patient about taking my time to kind of regroup. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday if you're in the States. If not, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.